Mic check, mic check. We should have done better. What song would you have preferred?
We'll leave that dancing to the after here.
After here. We'll be excited to see you dance. Hi, Crystal.
Hi,
How are you?
I'm excellent, Balam.
Have you had a good time?
Yeah, it's so much fun here.
Are you sure?
It is.
Guys, is it really fun? Is it fun? Meow scream.
Sure.
Meow scream.
I hear echoes.
Echoes. Sorry. Have you had a drink?
Yeah, some tea.
Some dawa tea is coming. Eh? Okay, thank you. So you're welcome to our tax night. This is the 4th edition of the tax night. It's the 1st of 2026. So it's interesting. And it's a special night, but I'll tell you why it's a special night as we go along.
All right, thank you, Balam. But before we start,
Yeah.
can we pray?
Any pastor in the house?
No, I'll pray.
You pray.
Yes.
Say no more.
Okay?
We humble ourselves and we pray.
Let's humble ourselves to pray. I know some of you have some interesting drinks at your table, but let's pray. Heavenly Father, we thank you so much for this gathering. Thank you for this far you have brought us. Thank you for every person who's here and the families they represent. Lord, we know it's not an accident that we are here, and we invite you into this meeting today. May everything that is shared here be to the glory of your name. May I decrease and you increase, and may I only speak that which you command me to speak. In Jesus' name we prayed. Amen.
Amen. Now that Jesus is in the building, we go. So, to just break the ice again, if you had to describe yourself in 3 words, what would those words be? I want to ask
3 words.
3 words only. Apart from tax guru.
First of all, I'm cool. Am I not cool? No, I have a very good sense of humor.
Clearly.
I'm extremely loyal.
Loyal.
Loyal, yes. And really hardworking.
Just to ask you, in our generation, the word loyal has either changed meaning, we don't understand. I don't know if we understand it, if it has changed meaning. What is loyalty?
I stick. If you're my type, you are my type. I'll die with you. Yes.
So by the end of this night, I hope you're going to...
You have to qualify.
So, now that you've broken the ice, all these guys, everyone in this room is eager to know Crystal behind the title. So who is Crystal? When not ruling over tax disputes?
Can you separate that too?
I
Anyway.
thought so.
Interestingly, that's one question I constantly ask myself. Who am I?
Yeah.
And I think it's a question that everybody should ask themselves. Who are you?
Yeah.
And who you are is not what you do. It's not that job. It is not the fun you have. It's such a deep question.
Like,
Very
ask
deep
me
question.
who am I, I'll tell you I'm a tax consultant.
Yes, you'll say, I know, but,
Who am I, a tax accountant? Who am I, lawyer?
but that is not who you are.
I see.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I like to describe myself as a nation builder.
Say no more.
Yes, I'm a nation builder. That's how I describe myself. And I consider myself as having been called
Yeah.
to transform the tax system of this nation.
Keyword called.
Yes,
Okay.
the tax system of this nation
Yeah.
and Africa at large.
And Africa.
Yes, yes. You start small. You begin with Uganda, then before you know it, Kenya, Tanzania, they are copying what is happening in Uganda.
Yeah.
Then you know it, it spreads. It becomes a movement.
I see.
Yes. So to transform the tax system of this continent
Yeah.
into perhaps I would say a sustainable and equitable instrument
Yeah.
of financing government.
I see.
Is that too long?
That was long but profound. That was long and profound, but yet again, it has helped me think about who I am.
Yes.
It's not the job.
It's not
Say
the
what
job.
I do.
Your job will change. Today you are, where do you work?
Video.
BDO, yes.
Yeah.
Sorry, I forgot it. Today you'll be in BDO, you
Yeah.
are a tax consultant.
Yeah.
Then tomorrow you'll be in URA
Yeah.
as a revenue officer. So it's who you are going to keep changing.
Guys, you've heard it.
Yeah.
You better ignore me now because I'm at URA. I'm joking. Yeah.
Tomorrow you'll be the Minister of Finance,
That's-
you know?
Ha.
So when they ask you who you are in 10 years' time, are you going to say, I'm the Minister of Finance?
No.
Yesterday, I was the URA. Then the other day,
I'll tell them I'm a nation builder.
Exactly. Just it's called transformer.
Interesting. That's really profound. I like. So I think we have gotten to know who you are. The movement of change,
Yes.
the movement of changing the tax community, contributing to the tax community, basically. That's what you are.
But I'm also a proud and present wife,
Interesting.
daughter,
I mean,
sister, my sisters,
hi,
my
sisters.
friends. Yeah, I'm all that. Several dimensions to who I am.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
So now you're going to take us back. Let us go back in time. So, was the future tax tribunal a dream when you were a kid? What was it, or when was it that when did the law steal your heart?
My legal career.
Yeah.
Or was it always a childhood dream?
Yeah, was it a childhood dream? Like, was it for you, I want to be a lawyer when I grow up? You know those questions our parents ask us?
Actually, I don't really recall wanting to be anything until the age of maybe 16, A-level.
At 16, that was early, some of us.
No, A-level is when you start specializing in those subjects, is when you begin to think.
Some of us, it's on campus. Even on campus, they ask you what you want and you're like, anything.
But I recall from a young age, as a child, I clearly recall having a clear sense of justice and fairness.
Yeah.
Yes, and I can see that. So perhaps those were the earlier indications that I'll take this path,
Yeah.
a legal path. But in school, primary school, secondary school, it's until I go to A-level
Yeah.
and you're allocated a course. In my case, it was history, economics, literature. But even at that time, I didn't want to be a lawyer. I wanted to be an economist. That was
Probably now we'll be having a governor.
I wanted to be an economist, but because of the combination of the subjects,
Yeah.
and I was doing them well,
Yeah.
it's the headmistress who actually determined what I was going to do. He told me, you have to apply to law school. So it was an instruction. You know, those days you did follow your heart or follow your passion, So the decision was made for me.
Things are different today.
Yeah, things are different.
Things are very different today. We have passions.
You have passion.
We have dreams. So that's how the law began.
Yes,
but
that's
all the way from childhood, anything.
Anything really. I was just existing. Yeah.
Okay, so you do law. Finally, you do law. Probably you're now out, an advocate. When was that moment where you decided that tax is for me? Or was it, some of us nowadays when we're getting into employment, I was there chilling. Some guy comes to me and tells me, hey, by the way, can you do tax? I said, yes, why not? My yaka is BP, how much are you paying me? Let's do this. So for you, what was that moment like, or when did you decide to choose tax?
Actually, I didn't decide to do tax. Tax chose me.
Tax chose you.
Tax
Or the
chose-
calling that we're talking about?
I don't know whether I'm going to call it a calling, but I think when I look back, I'd perhaps say I began practicing tax
Yeah.
at about the age of 15.
15.
Yes, because that's when my mom joined the URA. She was working in the URA. As she started as a secretary, but then later on she became a revenue officer. So tax has always been happening somewhere at home.
Probably even reviewed some assessments.
I know, we didn't look at any assessments, and then thereafter, I think in my S6 vacation, I interned at the URA.
You interned at the URA.
Yes, I think was it about 3 months? Just before you join university, you're looking for pocket money and the like. So I interned at the URA. And then went to university, never really thought about tax. Then you go to fourth year, and then you have to choose the optional subject.
Yeah.
And I think it must have been picky pokey.
Tax.
Chose tax, and did the tax at fourth year, and then thereafter went to LDC.
Yeah.
Didn't think about tax again. And then I applied to do a master's. And at the time I applied to study international human rights. I wanted to be a human rights.
Justice.
Yes, but now I now do tax rights, yeah?
Okay.
But now at that time I wanted real human
We
rights.
taxpayers have rights.
Yes.
Yeah.
And when I went to the university and the LSE in London, I reported late to school.
Yeah.
And when I got there, they told me, oh, no, the first week of school, it's ending in 2 days' time. You just try out different subjects, go to a different class, try a different class. And because I was out of time, the first class I walked into was a tax class. I didn't know it was a tax class. I walked in there and I never left.
You know those things of mother's prayers? Eh?
Yes, mother's prayers.
When mothers pray for us,
I always tell people it's my mother's prayers.
she say, you know what? Crystal has to do tax.
Perhaps.
And that's how so clearly tax followed you all the way.
Tax chose me.
Interesting. That's nice. How's London?
At school,
Yeah.
I hated it.
Why? Winter?
Winter,
Accents? Hey, mate. How are you, mate?
the cultural shock that I really struggled.
Sorry.
Yeah. At school. And not in class,
Yeah.
but culturally, the environment, adjusting.
Yeah.
I was very happy to come back home.
But the tax practice is almost the same? Is it?
Similar.
Similar.
Yes. Common law.
I mean,
Yes.
for honorists, but you should not tell me anything. So, you start tax, you join PwC. Tax, you join PwC or you go anywhere. So just walk us through the journey of your practice, how you manage to climb the ranks to a tax director. Some of us are on that journey. I think this is where I get out my piece of paper and my pen, and then I jot down what's that experience like?
All right. When I finished my LLM, when I completed it,
Yeah,
again, I was not thinking about the taxation.
interesting.
As I had planned to remain in the UK to start a business.
The place that you didn't like,
Yes. I wanted to make money.
what business?
I wanted to import coffee from Uganda. Yes. And I had gotten proper business training from the university. We've done a pilot.
Yeah,
I had business mentors. They really encourage enterprise.
yeah.
And then while I was doing my dissertation, I came across a gentleman when I was carrying out my research. And I reached out to him and I told him, you know what, I've seen your articles. I'm writing my dissertation.
Yeah.
I have to submit in 2 months' time. So would you be available for an interview? You know, the Q&A
Yeah.
as part of my research. And spoke to him on phone, we arranged a meeting, I did my Q&A. And then he asked me, so what do you plan to do after you finish school? I was like, I don't know. I haven't really made up my mind. And he said, would you like to come and join PwC?
Just like that.
Yeah, just like that.
Guys, write a dissertation. Call people, could be interviews.
Just like that. I was like, I'm not feeling good about that.
Yeah.
But within a month's time, he had sent somebody to the UK to interview me. And in a month's time, I was in Uganda back in PwC.
Just like that.
Just like that.
And that's how you abandoned the coffee business.
And that's how I abandoned the coffee business. One of my friends is here who advised me, told me, you know what, you go work in PwC, you can always have a business anytime. And I keep telling her she's the reason I'm not a rich person. You'll be very rich. Be very rich. Yeah?
Importing coffee.
Yeah, but that's how I worked the audit firm route.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's how you joined the audit firm route and never look back to other legal parts and everything.
Yeah.
And how's climbing the ranks been all the way? Okay, you can just share with us just one only PwC story. Any story or experience that you've had in PwC?
Well, I don't like calling it PwC per se. I would say my tax consulting career.
Okay,
Yes.
let's go with that.
So what story would you like to hear?
Share with us a story. As tax practitioners, there's always that one case. Sorry about my mic. So there's always that one case we all handle that we are very proud of. You know, you look back and there's that case that you handled. You even have a happy dance. That you even end up being this is my happy dance. That's your happy dance. Yes, like that one case that you look back and say, yeah.
Are you a lawyer?
No, I'm not.
Okay. So one project. Because case is more legal.
No, it's fine. There are lawyers in here.
Yeah, but there are so many. I mean, in the audit firms, you're serving the big multinationals, you're serving the big projects and the like. So there are so many cases. But I think what stands out for me in my career journey, I'd like to split it into 3 phases. The first phase is when you're starting out.
Yes.
And I recall the day I reported to work, the week I reported to work, and my boss calls me in his office and tells me, so what are your plans for the next 5 years?
Yeah.
I mean, who asked a 24-year-old?
Who they chose for a career?
Who asked a 24-year-old for their plans?
Meanwhile, one they chose for a career.
For the next 5 years. But anyway, I had a plan. Anyway.
Okay.
Yes. And I called telling him, you know what? My plan, I plan to be here for 2 years and then leave.
2 years.
After 2 years, I'm going to leave. Ask me, where are you going? I'm going to go join legal practice. Which legal practice? I don't know, a reputable firm, reputable law firm in Uganda.
Yeah.
And why are you leaving? Why would you want to leave us? I said, I don't think I can become a director or partner in this place because I'm not an accountant.
Interesting.
But 18 years later,
you were there.
I was there. But the lesson I learned from that is that as you're hiring, it's important to ask those questions. And then he told me what I needed to do for me to go through the runs very fast. And the formula he gave me, I can tell you, I noted it down and followed it.
Guys, the formula.
No, I'm not going to give you the formula. That was my formula.
Yeah, I was very excited.
No,
Okay.
just work hard.
Yeah, they always tell us to work hard.
Be curious, and look for every opportunity. And I really did that. Look for every opportunity, put up your hand all the time, But what struck me is that someone was interested in a 24-year-old, interested enough to ask them, start thinking about their plans for the next 5 years.
Yeah.
What is your plan for the next 5 years?
Are you asking me?
Yes.
I'll tell you after this. I'll tell you after ask question. I'll sit down and I'll tell you about that.
So from that very time, I began to develop 5-year plans.
Yeah.
So you're just there jaywalking in life. You have no plan.
Masquerading.
Yeah. So, but I think it's not just for the younger people, but also for the employers. So if you're running a law firm, take interest. Or if you're running an accounting practice, whatever business you're in, whatever operation you have, take interest in your staff and ask them those difficult questions that can get them thinking about their careers.
Nice.
Yeah.
So I have to now sit down and write my 5-year plan. But don't worry, I'm coming at the table. We shall talk about it. So if you are a scientist and you're in the consultant lab and you're given an opportunity to create a super tax consultant, what are the 3 super skills you would give that tax consultant?
Well, 1, I'd advise them to build professional curiosity. What does that mean? It means pick interest in your ecosystem. If you're doing tax, there is law in one corner, there is accounting on the other corner, there's business on this corner. There's so many, it's an ecosystem of subject matter, places where you can acquire knowledge. So a lot of the time you come across people and you could even ask them about the Ukraine war. And they have no idea what's happening in Ukraine.
We can try. We ask someone here. Picky pocket, will pick anyone?
You can ask someone about the US-China trade war.
Or the Venezuela
exactly.
war.
Okay, that wasn't a war. Is it really a war? And they're completely clueless. And those global events have a direct impact
Yes.
on national economies. And they'll have a direct impact on revenue generation. They'll have a direct impact on your income, even on the food that you eat at the table. There's a time when wheat prices went up because of the war in Ukraine. And you are the greatest consumers of chapati. It's made out of wheat.
The Rolex shot, the price of the Rolex shot up.
Yeah, so professional curiosity is important.
Okay.
And then if you're a tax consultant, one of the things I learned early on in my career, they always told us to be a successful consultant, you must consult.
After all, you consult.
After all, you're a consultant.
Oh.
Don't go on a frolic of your own.
I know it all.
Yeah, I know it all.
Okay.
Yeah.
The third one?
The third one, what was your question?
Like three super skills. 3 super skills you would give a tax consultant.
I talked about professional curiosity.
Professional curiosity, and they consult.
Consult.
All the start with is consult.
I know. I think we can stick to 2. When I remember the third one, I'll let you know.
Don't worry, I made it easy for you. So the first one, professional curiosity. The second one, consult. The third,
Well,
consult.
remember, the third principle is knowing your client's business. You must know your client's business. If you're in the URA, you must know your taxpayers' business. Because tax does not operate in a vacuum. Because I for a long time, I stopped calling myself a tax consultant, and I became a business advisor. Because tax is just a small component of the entire business.
Interesting.
So if you don't know your client's business, or if you don't know your taxpayer's business, then you have no right advising on tax.
If you look at it that way, it gives you a better understanding on how to be a good advisor. That means you look at every business in a different way, gives you a new opportunity to provide advice. Okay. Rumor has it some professionals think or say that tax is complex, it's very dry. What has kept you exciting and passionate about tax for over these years?
Tax is dry.
Apparently, rumor has it. So they end up leaving.
Yes, it's definitely it's complex, but I wouldn't call it dry, or I wouldn't call it boring.
Yeah.
Because it's such a dynamic field. I mean, if you look at every year, the tax law changes.
Yeah.
Every year, internationally, there are new rules, new principles coming in. So it really can't be dry or boring. I think why people find it boring, or what makes it dry, is, like I said, if you're purely looking at it as tax, and not in the context of the business, of the wider businesses, not in the context of the national economy, not in the context of the global economy. So you have to have a 360-degree view for you to appreciate taxation. But if you narrow it down to an assessment,
to an objection.
As one objection.
Filing a return.
And filing a return, yes, you'll find it dry and boring. So if you've had the opportunity to read some of our rulings of the tribunal, you'll see we try to paint a bigger picture. We'll refer to the Vision 2040, the national strategy. We shall refer you to the National Development Plan. We refer you to the 10-volt growth strategy. So you have to look at it in the context in which it is legislated, in which it is being implemented, in which it's happening. Yes. So the challenge that most people will find is that they narrow themselves down to that one assessment or that one objection, and not think about it broadly.
Thank you. I think that gives you that drive to continue. Like, you look at every opportunity differently. Now that you've mentioned the tribunal, so in 2024, you switch lanes from practice to the Tax Appeals Tribunal. Probably just to ask, was it a light bulb moment? What was the decision like to join the tribunal?
My tribunal guys, are you here?
Tribunal, where are you?
Oh, yes. Come see some masqueraders. Yes, tribunal. Anyway, what compelled me to join the tribunal. I think you get to a point in your life, well, there's an author called Robin Sharma. I don't know if you know Robin Sharma.
Yeah.
Robin Sharma says that leadership is about three things. It's about influence, it's about inspiration, it's about impact. So I got to a point in my career when I asked myself, how can I be more impactful? How can I be more inspirational? How can I be more influential?
Yeah.
And I had a great career,
Yeah.
a tax career.
Yeah.
But when I started looking at it through that lens, I knew I could do more with my skills, more with my experience,
Yeah.
and offer myself more than where I was.
Yeah.
I didn't leave PwC because I was bored or because I was restless or because I was disappointed. After I left with their blessings, but I wanted to give more of myself.
Yeah.
And there's no better place for service and for leadership than government. So that's what really motivated. So when the opportunity presented itself,
Yeah.
that decision was easy to make because I was looking for more impact,
Influence.
more influence, and inspiration.
I hope you're inspired.
I hope I inspire you.
Yes, you do.
Okay.
Yes, you do. I told my mom that, please, today I'm going to be, and I'm joking. I hope deep down you know that you're a role model. Like when someone looks up to you.
I expect that you should be a role model.
I also expect
I
that you should
work
be a role
towards
model.
being a role model.
So you joined that tribunal, and truth be told, we're seeing quite a number of change in the tribunal. We're seeing drastic change happening. We're seeing updates, weekly updates. What are the two things or two areas that you've changed that you're proud of since you started heading?
Well, I think one of the changes I'm proud of,
Yeah.
one is reducing the formalities and technicalities. You know, when we came into that tribunal, it was so formal. It was more like the high court, you know? And that's not what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be inclusive,
Yeah.
engaging. You're supposed to have a conversation. And of course, you cannot switch over. You can't just turn on a switch, on and off. So it's been a gradual reduction in technicalities and formalities.
Yeah.
We made conferencing more inclusive and less legalistic,
Yeah.
where you come with a taxpayer and then the URA assessing officers, they come and we have a conversation.
Yeah.
So I like that we've been able to do that.
Yeah.
But also we have made tax dispute resolution more inclusive,
Yeah.
meaning we are going out more to the public,
Yeah.
engaging taxpayers, speaking at different forums so that people are aware of the options that are available to them when they are faced with the challenges with the URA.
Nice, nice. Thank you very much. Now that you've mentioned the good things, so we, as professionals, we have there's that elephant in the room. And I'm sure I'm not the first who's going to say it. The delay in having rulings coming out that would really help shape or make decisive moments or decisive decisions for taxpayers out there. What is the tribunal doing to turn that ship around or see how that elephant can be made as small as a scale?
Which ruling of yours has delayed?
I signed an NDA.
Well, the reality is that we have quite a heavy workload.
Yeah.
And with the changes we've introduced, especially around reducing formalities, we are front-loading. What I mean by front-loading, we are resolving the disputes faster, but then we pack them so that we write the rulings in bulk. So you sit and you hear as many matters as possible, get them out ready for ruling, and then you have to find time. So whereas in the past, maybe they would have 2 rulings in a week, 3 rulings, or what, now you find that you have so many coming out at the same time, and you have to make time for. But we hope that by the end of the financial year, we would have delivered all the rulings.
Interesting.
Yeah, so we front load the resolution
Yeah.
and wait for the rulings.
Now, from your seat, I'm sure the professionals here would really be interested. So I was saying, from your seat, what would a good, how do I put it, what would a good case file look like from your seat? Not to waste your time, not to waste the tax time, like efficient. Because I know we sometimes professionals tend to be the cause to the delay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, the minute you begin the audit, the minute URA begins auditing you,
Yeah.
you should begin to prepare your case file.
At the audit.
At the audit, you do not wait
Until
you have filed your application before us.
yeah.
So that by the time the matter escalates to a dispute before the tribunal,
Yeah.
you have a file of all your correspondence
Okay.
with the
Guys, take
URA,
notes, correspondences.
with the URA concerning the
Yeah.
dispute. Now, when you come to a tribunal, you file an application.
Yeah.
The challenge I've seen is that most taxpayers or their advisors
Yeah.
will file an application, the statement of reasons, but will not attach their documentation. You'll attach an assessment, you'll attach the objection decision, the system-generated one, but you'll not attach your management letter if you've received one from the URA. You'll not have attached your objection, your detailed objection, setting out the grounds.
Yeah.
Then the supporting documentation you provided at objection, most people don't include that. So the trial starts and you don't have documentation.
Then you start asking for more time.
Then you start asking for more time.
More time, please. Let
More
me get
time.
it together.
Yes.
I see.
And then, because you didn't have the original record, your file that you
Yeah.
have been preparing, when you come to the tribunal, it becomes a case of he said, she said.
Yeah.
The URA will say, no, the taxpayer didn't provide the information.
Yeah.
A taxpayer will say, I gave it to you, but
Where is it?
where is it? So the record keeping has to be improved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what would look like a proper.
Prepare your documents chronologically from that time that
We started out from the moment.
yes,
in
you're
line.
going to need it. And now
Yeah.
the tribunal is going back to its original mandate of reviewing,
Yeah.
because when you review, you restrict yourself to the information that was submitted at objection. So we're no longer allowing you to bring new information.
What you submitted at objection is
What
we're
you
going to be-
submitted at objections is what we are going to review. So if you don't keep a record of what you
I see.
submitted, then
Nothing else we can do. So from your experience or your time, is there that ruling that you felt had an impact in the tax community? Are you allowed?
I think that's a question for the audience or yourselves, because you're the consumers.
So guys,
Rule it.
excuse me, I'm gonna give an opportunity for 2 questions from the audience that you're gonna ask Crystal. But I want to say, do not use this opportunity. I repeat, do not use this opportunity to ask for a follow-up of your case. No. Do not use this opportunity to ask for a follow-up for your case. Strictly professional, probably. And also, we're not giving free advice. No free advice. That tax opinion that you have, keep it to yourself. Consult. What else to say? Professional curiosity. Consult.
Business.
And-
No, the taxpayers.
Know the taxpayer's business. So your questions should not have a tax opinion or tax advice request, and do not follow up on your case. So just keep it outside, probably professional. Or team, you can help me pick out those questions. Okay. So just to wind up towards the questions, what could you tell us is the future of TAT? What's the future of TAT like?
The future of TAT, one is simplification. We are simplifying processes, we are simplifying procedures, we are simplifying our sessions.
Yeah.
The other one is digitalization, digital.
Yeah.
We are currently in the early phases of procuring a case management system. So when hopefully by the end of next year, it should be up and running.
Yeah.
And when that's done, you're not going to have to file your application in hard copies, 6 copies, and you do what, and then we stamp it. It will be an online process.
And then the file disappeared. I'm just saying.
Does a file disappear?
Okay.
And engagement, community engagement, stakeholder engagement with taxpayers.
Yeah.
And all stakeholders, whether it's Ministry of Finance, whether it's a URA, we do that.
Okay. Yeah. So probably I would ask you from your experience or leadership, is there a unique, by the way, guys, I said I would say it, today is a special day. Guys, I just want us to say huge congratulations for being the first female head of the Tax Appeals Tribunal. Guys, so go. And on that note, you are first female guest at the tax night.
Fantastic.
So I do not want to sound, I do not, in this generation I have to be careful when I ask such questions, but you help me out. Are there any unique challenges that you're faced as a woman leading in your position now?
It's challenging.
Yeah.
It's challenging being a leader in the first place.
Yeah.
Leading people is not easy,
Yeah.
especially when they're highly educated and the like.
Yeah.
But I've realized it's even more challenging being a female leader
Yeah.
because I think society is generally harsh towards women.
Can't be, no, it's not true.
Generally harsh
The society is favoring
towards
women.
women, female leaders.
Oh.
And what I've really discovered, what I've experienced,
Yeah.
is what is professionally called the double bind. The double bind is where women are expected to behave in contradicting ways. So you're supposed to be firm,
But also,
but not too strong. If you're assertive, you're then called aggressive or high-handed. If you're soft and kind, then you're called too soft.
you're supposed to be firm.
You're supposed to be firm. But when you become firm,
You're too firm.
you're too firm,
You're
too
allowed to
aggressive,
be soft.
you know?
I see.
Then if you're competent, if you do your work competently, they'll say, oh, she's bossy, you know? So it's a delicate balance
Yeah.
to navigate. They expect you to be warm like a mother, you know, be motherly. Yeah, especially when they stray, when they are indisciplined and you're trying to discipline. They say, no, be motherly.
Motherly.
You know, but
Grace.
the men don't get that.
No, we
Now,
don't.
if the man is firm, he's tough, he's a good boss. You know,
Yeah.
when a woman is firm, it is,
Yeah.
yeah. So that's some of the things you have to navigate as a woman.
Okay. So before that, the questions from the audience, the final question that I have for you, in your opinion, from where you are, what's the future of tax? Where you see tax taking?
Tax is getting more complex by the day. If you've been following the international tax rules,
Yeah.
global formulary apportionment, what's the other one called?
Which one?
The international, it's going out of my mind. These complex international rules,
Yes.
you know, BEPS 2.0 and the like.
Yeah.
It's just a lot of complexity. So it's important that we're keeping abreast of these developments in tax. It gets more complex by the day. So even as a lawyer or an accountant, it's not enough to know what you know now. You have to be continuously investing in learning and in knowledge acquisition.
Thank you very much. Guys, round of applause. And now we are going into the 2 questions from the audience. Who are the 2 questions? Reminder, don't follow up on your case and no free advice.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. My name is Aileen Alub, and I work at KPMG. So my question for you, Crystal, is what would you say is or has been the highlight of your career so far? A moment or an experience or an achievement that you look back on with immense pride?
I've been told I've been chosen because for gender balance. Okay. Thank you, Madam Chairperson. My concern is, recently, a fellow consultant was like, one of the taxpayers lost the matter at objection, but the moment I told him I'm going to the tribunal, he said, you want to cause me problems with URA. I don't know if it is a question, but could there be efforts to create maybe some PR with taxpayers so that they know appealing to the tribunal is actually their tax right? They don't have to look at it as collision cost with URA because the guy lost a client. Thank you.
You got it?
Alfred Habasa, newest tax practice, remote tax in town.
So I've been so generous today. I feel like being generous. One more. One more.
My name is Sheila. My question is, if the tribunal is faced with technical topics or areas like customs, transfer pricing, how do they handle?
Is that clear? You can go? Okay.
Okay, I'll start with Alfred's question. How do we sensitize taxpayers? Alfred, are you listening? I'm answering your question. How do we reach out to taxpayers to advise them about their taxpayer rights? So we've been doing quite a bit of sensitization on radio, on TV, especially up country. When you go up country, we normally have circuits up country. So I think next week will be in Imbara. Then I think next month shall be in Mbale. So whenever we go up country, we go on radio, we go on TV to advise taxpayers and sensitize them about their tax rights. And which is really important because out there, people think we are a department within the URA. So there's a lot of misinformation and ignorance about tax rights, and it's something we are trying to address in as far as tax dispute resolution is concerned. Now that's why you keep seeing flyers flying around, because we're trying to do more taxpayer education.
Yeah.
And Aileen asked about the highlight of my career.
Yeah.
I've had a number of highlights. I think the first highlight was being seconded to the UK office, the PwC UK office. I spent 2 years there. It was a privilege to be sent there, and I was the first African.
First African?
Yes, in the transfer pricing department. And the London office. Those days, London really was pretty much the biggest office.
Yeah.
So it was such a highlight for me being able to go there. But more importantly, coming back. Because people go
and never come back. Abarai.
Yes. Bad decision. So being able to go and then come back and use the knowledge and skills I've acquired to transform my home team and also my country, because I've done lots of transfer pricing work in this market. I've added lots of value because of the experience and the learning I learned from the UK PwC office. If I'd stayed there, if I'd remained in the UK, I would not have added any value to my country. Of course, joining the tribunal, working for government has always been an aspiration. Yes, it's always been an aspiration, and really it's a privilege to serve my country in such a direct role, direct interface with real people, with real issues.
Yeah.
And the third question was from Sheila. Technical topics. How do we handle transfer pricing, customs? So if you look at the composition of a tribunal, some of our members are here. They have a wealth of experience in most of these technical issues. So we have TP experts, we have customs experts, but also you read the law. Read the law, read the cases, and
Professional curiosity.
Thank you. And it lawful, you're trained, because today you have to deal with a medical matter, tomorrow it's a tax matter, tomorrow it is injury. it's negligence, it's tort, it's criminal. So the training you receive as a lawyer, and then when you get into practice, it equips you to be able to navigate all these different fields.
Wow.
Yes. But the combined experience of all the members in that tribunal, tax experience, could easily be 100 years. If you add my experience plus my members as member, yes, you could easily come to 100 years.
So in other words,
You're in
good
safe
hands
hands.
and safe hands.
Yes.
Thank you very much, Crystal. It has been a pleasure having a conversation with you. I hope you guys have had a good time. I hope you have learned, at least, so I'm going to just come and then we go through the 5-year plan. But thank you guys so much. It was a pleasure. I now hand you over to our team.
All right, another round of applause to our Madam Chair. Thank you so much for your time. We really appreciate that you spared this time to come and be with us. But before you go, I want to invite Mr. Ankit Janglove, who is the Tax Director, Grant Thornton, is going to come and award you our token from Tax Hub for sparing your time to come and be here with us. Ms. Ankit will be handing this over. I request that you come down, please. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause as our guest of honor receives our token for coming to spend a wee hours of the night with us. And I want to appreciate all of you for being here for this particular session. Do not forget that we post all these things on our YouTube channel. That is the Tax Hub, despite also having our episodes on. So if you missed everything that has been asked, get to know yourself that these things are going to be uploaded. If you're having all your cameras, you can take some pictures. Even technophones, the lighting allows. Enjoy yourselves. Take the pictures and enjoy a moment with our Madam Chair. Thank you so much for your time. She will now take her leave and have a seat. Thank you so much, Mr. Angit.